What's up guys, Proper Truth here, and welcome back to the channel. So today what you guys are going to be getting, as you see from the title, my Cyberse Deck Profile. Now I know I haven't been up for a minute guys, I haven't been up doing videos in a minute between work and whatever. But I refuse to give you this video until I get my babies right here. I didn't want to give you these videos. I did not. I was actually firewall hunting, getting these 3 babies. You know, I'm so happy. He's back. He came back. I never thought I would see the day, but now that I see this day, I'm hoping this deck can do something. Code Talkers is killing it in Japan, but we're just not doing that in TCG. So now we have to change that, guys. I hope I could be the one to do that, or maybe somebody out there could be the one to do that. So if you're a Cyberse fan, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new and you're a Cyberse fan, subscribe to the channel, because you know this deck has so much potential. It's a rogue deck, but has the potential to become a tier deck. But I don't want to spend too much time on this video, guys. So let's get straight to this profile. But before we do, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, show some love by hitting that subscribe button and notification button as well. You guys ready? Let's go. Alright guys, let's get straight to it. So, okay, first up, you're gonna be playing your 3 microcoders. This is just like any other standard, just like your Lady Debugs. You gotta run 3 of these. This is you're searching for your Signet cards, and if it leaves off the board, you can search for a level 4 Cyberse monster. Really good card. It's mandatory. As I just mentioned, you'll be playing your 3 Lady Debugs. Lady Debug is your searcher for any level 3 or lower Cyberse monster. Can't go wrong with that. This is your Stratos, and just like back then when you play Stratos at 3, you have to play this at 3. So definitely, in my opinion, play 3. I see some builds play 2. It depends on how you really build it. If you want to add an extra extender, then yeah, you'll probably play 2. Then the one Balancer Lord is, you know, Balancer Lord. You could play. You're gonna be able to search it and special summon it the moment you search it with Inverter half of the time. So I think 1 is just fine. Yesterday there was a moment where I was like, damn, I kind of wish I had a second one for a specific combo. So it didn't cost me the game. It actually I could have just ended with a U-lock. But because of the hand, I couldn't. I actually ended with everything else except for the last extra monster zone. So I needed like an extra extender. So yesterday I kind of wish I had it at 2, and possibly even throw Gold Sark back into the deck. Next up, 1 Code Radiator. 1 is good for now, I believe. I don't know if I want to jump it up to 2. Even if I do, I still gotta get me another one. But there are times like this you can chain block so many times. Like if you're going up against Dragonlings, that's what I did yesterday. I was able to chain block. I had to force. He had to negate the microcoder instead of the radiator. It didn't matter if he negated microcoder at all, because the hand was just ridiculous. I already had Signet Codec in the hand, so it was a big help. So I believe 1 Coded Radiator is really good. And yesterday it kind of made me want to play 2 just because of that shenanigans, but I can't complain. You can search it. The 1 Ibli, Corrupted Ibli. This card is nuts. Like I don't even know if I want to play 3, but this card is crazy. The moment you can actually get this on your opponent's board before Nibiru, so it's actually really good. This stops Nibirus, this stops Gammas, this stops the Imperm. You know what I'm saying? Like you can normal summon it, link to Banelinks, and next thing you know, that's it. Like they're not gonna Imperm Banelinks. I'll tell you that much. Because I don't even play the field spell in here no more. So yeah, you can actually stop your opponent with bunch of hand traps in there, you know, Nibiru, like I said, Nibiru, Gamma, or Imperm, all that good stuff. Backup secretary, I'm so happy she came Ultra. She deserved it. But 1 backup secretary, like I mentioned before, this deck is an extender deck, so you're gonna want all your extenders, and because they are, or here's more extenders. I kept the salad package in here. Believe it or not, I was gonna take it out, and I did for like an hour, and then I was like, no, you gotta play this. Like this is extra. This is just to be extra. This is the cherry on top. That's exactly what this is. You get to, like, if you go into the, like I just mentioned, you could normal summon the not the Baylinks, the corruptive link into Baylinks, then use microcoder to link the Baylinks and him to summon Code Talker, and then you can just trigger the Gazelle and then trigger the corruptive Lee into the board, and then you special summon Gazelle, and Gazelle's gonna foolish penny, and then it's just nothing. You're still searching for a Cyanide Codec, or if you already had it in the hand, you're searching for another Cyanide card. It's all extenders. This is like it's like Dragon Links if you really want to think about it. But yeah, the salad package. I'm still playing, believe it or not, the 1C Archiver. C Archiver is, again, an extender. You know, anything that hits a pointer, special summon. And there are times when this actually helped me get into a U-Lock. You know, a U-Lock with a Firewall or a Tri-Gate, you know what I'm saying? I added these two Mathmech mouses, Sigma and Addition. I was playing Nabla instead of Sigma, and I wasn't playing Addition before. But the reason why I took out Nabla for Sigma is for many reasons. Nabla, you can't special summon it out the hand. The only way you're gonna really special summon it out your hand is if you banish the balance alert, and you know, you banish the balance alert with Wicked, and then you're searching the Nabla, and then balance alert special summons it. I didn't like the fact that that was the only way to really summon it other than normal summoning it. It was a waste. So I took out Nabla and I decided to put Sigma in it, because Sigma, if you rip it first turn, it's not bad. Nabla, it was bad because you couldn't special summon it. And it was like, oh my god, like you had to be forced to get an additional normal summon with either the optimization or the balance alert. So what happens is that if I rip this first turn, it's an instant special summon, hands down. So even if I normal summon the Lady Debug, or they imperm me, or they veil me, or ash me, whatever the case may be, I still have two bodies on board. You get what I'm saying? And the same reason, like I just mentioned with the Wicked balance alert to summon Nabla, it's the same thing you could do with Sigma. It's just better. You can Cyanide Mining, pitch this out your hand, search for whatever you need, and then special summon this out your grave. Like, this is, to me, your Supreme King Darkworm. That's exactly what this is. It's a level 4 monster, but the only adding point into it is that it's a tuner. So I use it just mainly for the special summon. Addition was added in here because, again, another extender. These two are just extenders. And the fact that Addition, the moment we get Hiso, Addition is going to be even more viable because we'll be able to search it. So it's even nuts to even do it like that. So these are the reasons why I'm playing Sigma and Addition. Addition I'm playing not only for an extender, but it's just like, it's you're gonna see my extra deck. It's kind of weird. I'll just explain it when I get to the extra deck, guys. So those are the two Mathmechs. Obviously we're sticking to the one and only Cyberse Gadget, aka Junk Synchron. This is a really good card, to the point when I thought I wanted to put 2. I just hate the fact that his effect triggers on normal summon only. If it's a normal special summon, this card would have definitely been at 3. But you use it for you to extend because of the fact that you get a free token out of it. And if it's already in your hand and you do the whole play with Inverter, you pay 1,000 with the balance alert and you get an additional summon or the optimization, and then you're getting another monster on board. Then when he leaves the board, you get another monster on board. So really good. Just for now at 1. Some people are playing 2. TCG I seen playing at 3, but TCG got way different format than us. Then I dropped Code Generator to 1, believe it or not. I took out the second one to put the addition in. But Code Generator is not, now these days with all the support we have with Cyberse, it's not hard to get to the hand. You can literally search it by either Lady Debug or by Cyanide Mining. It's pretty good. Or you can actually like normal summon this if you're seeing your hand, and if you have another like a link in the hand, and you can link it off and then search like Gazelle or something if you want. You get what I'm saying? It's good at one. It's good at one. Now don't get me wrong. You can go to 2 and it's still not bad. Actually, 2 obviously 2 is better than 1, but it's what I'm trying to get at is that it's not hard to get to the hand. So code generator at 1 for me. Then I'm actually gonna do this for you guys. I'm playing the 1 dot scaper, the 1 infra flyer, the 1 Cyberse converter, and then the 1 cross debug. This is your regular tiny, your little Cyberse monsters that you need. These are all extenders. That's all they are. That's what I'm gonna put. All extenders. Dot scaper, you already know the moment hits graveyard or banish, because you can banish it in here, believe it or not, with Wicked, and then you can get a free summon out of it. And then you special summon it to the board. So extender, special summon to a link marker, special summon if you control a Cyberse, 2 or more link monsters, special summon. And then don't sleep on this graveyard effect, guys. Don't sleep on it. Like, this graveyard effect is a quick effect, and if your opponent's link monster is basically battling your link monster, you can actually banish this card from your graveyard and then target the 1 link monster in your graveyard, and then like the monster that's battling your link monster that's battling another link monster, your link monster gains attack to the banish of the link monster in the graveyard. So like, let's say if I have Firewall on board and I decide to banish access code talker, you know what I'm saying, Firewall will get that 2300 extra boost. So don't forget, a lot of people just use it for the special summon, which I get, that's what it's usually there for. But then if you're about to lose a game because they're attacking your link monster with their link monster, believe it or not, you can actually get rid of their link monster. So those are the extenders. Another monster I decided to throw in here was Centibler. It's I put him in here again because of what's in my extra deck. Like, I brought somebody back, guys, and he's in here because of that reason. And you know, obviously, just free special summon and recurring from the graveyard into your hand with a level 4 Cyberse monster, not bad at all. But you want to be able to special summon as much as you can in here. Then obviously, you're playing the Parallel Exceed. I dropped Parallel Exceed to 2. You guys always saw me playing 3. I dropped it to 2 because now the deck is getting really tight on a lot of monsters. As you can see, the all Cyberse deck mainly has a lot of monsters. So it was just like, and I kept the third one in there for a while, but as I kept adding these cards, I kept seeing 2 in my hand, and I hated it. So I decided to drop it to 2. If I ever go back, yes, I will let you guys know. Then the last monster I'm playing, the last Cyberse monster is Kachiri, Attic Nester. Kachiri is very clutch in here. You can end the board with a U-Lock and him in defense mode, and none of them could be destroyed by card effects. So it's stupid. It's stupid. Or you can use it as an extender, link it off to the graveyard, and then target one of your face-up monsters that you have, and that monster is unaffected by like your opponent's card effects until the end of your opponent's turn. So like, if you do this on your turn, your opponent won't be able to like imperm them or none of that. They can't. Whoever you target, like for me, yesterday I targeted Access Code Talker, and Access Code Talker was unbeatable for an entire turn. That's what won me that game. That game, yeah. So really good card. Off the spells, this is the funny part. I'm playing 1 Raigeki. I'm playing only 1 Raigeki because it's Raigeki. Believe it or not, a lot of people are playing it now, and I had it in here for a while. It's just I'm tired. It's either you're gonna force a negate so you can be able to do your combos, or you're gonna actually wipe a board and then go for game. So you can use it for bait, or you can use it for a game-winning card. It does not matter. It's really good. You can't complain with that. So I might as well actually throw this in here for you guys just to show. So I'm playing the Harpies as well. So I'm trying to play Back Row Destruction and Monster Destruction. these two are, since they're off the list, why not play them? Like, you can play Lightning Storms, and I was. If you guys had seen one of my old profiles, I was playing Lightning Storm at one point. But the problem with Lightning Storm is that if you rip it mid-game and you establish board, or if you have something on board, it's dead. It's really dead, and it sucks. And I learned that. Shout out to Jimmy. You know, he kept saying don't play, and I was like, it's such a good card if I rip it first turn. And he was like, yeah, if you rip it first turn, and that's if you're going second. If you're going first, it's dead. So it's like, and on top of that, these are budget cards. These are budget cards. So he was right on it, and I didn't. I knew what he was talking about. I just didn't want to listen. It was Lightning Storm, and then I realized that being in the tournament, I'm like, God damn, like I can't even. Shit is dead in my hand. So definitely the one Raigeki, the one heart piece for me. It's board wipes. I lose the die roll a lot, so if I see it, I see it. Then the best card in, well, I would say second to best, because Codec is ridiculous. Silent Mining. Your other road. It's actually your Lady Debug, just for instead of level 3 or lower, it's level 4 or lower. This card is so clutch, man. I'm so glad we got this. It's like, I'm glad that they gave us so much searching in here. Just don't get drolled. Then next up, the Codec. I dropped Codec to 2, believe it or not, guys. I dropped it to 2. Again, the reason why is because it's getting, that the deck is getting so tight right now. It's you could search it, obviously. I'm not gonna lie to you, I want to put the third one back, but right now the deck is at 41 cards, and I just don't want to keep adding cards to it, because this isn't a deck that extends a lot, so you want to be able to see your extenders. So I decided to just say, hey, let's drop it to 2, and see how it works. I can't complain. I've seen it, and when I did the tournament, I saw it, so it wasn't bad at all. And on top of it, even if I didn't see it, I searched it. Then I'm playing the 1 Tactics and 1 Droplets, guys. This one of each. The only reason why I'm not playing more than one is because, again, this is a combo based deck. This is a deck that you need your pieces. So if you're playing multiple Tactics or Droplets, then be prepared that if you don't see your cards that you need to go off, because you're ripping good cards. But I'm not saying these cards are bad in a deck. That's why I decided to put one of each, because if you see it, you see it. If you don't, you don't. You know, this came clutch to me against Invoke so many times. With Droplets against Dragon Link or Dragon Link Dragonity, it sucks, because it's like they have so many negations on board that you have to get rid of everything in your hand just to shut them down. But then you can't. Like, you have to get rid, like, if you have 6 cards in your hand, you're gonna have to activate this, get rid of 4, and keep the Lady Debug in your hand, and just pray that you can keep going off, which you really can't. You can end the board with just a Link 2 pretty much, or a Link 3 with a Link 2, but it's not worth it at that point, because they still establish board. So you have options here, guys. If you have any of these 2 cards and you have multiple copies, you can either play 2 Droplets, or you can play 2 Tactics. Tactics is really good because again, it's a combo based deck, so if you get Ash or Drilled or whatever, and you just need to see your pieces, you need to see cards, you can actually triple Tactics and just draw. Hopefully you draw into them. Or they got rid of a hand trap already, so see if you pluck something else out their hand, and that way they have to start with a lesser combo, maybe. You know what I'm saying? So you could, I would say 2 triple Tactics over 2 Forbidden Droplets. I'm even thinking about taking out the Droplets to put a 2nd Tactics, believe it or not. So those are my reasons why these cards are in here. Tactics is mainly because if you have it and they stop you, you want to be able to still draw into your combos. Then this is just pure Dragon Link hate. I'm maining 3 Dark Ruler No Mores. Believe it or not, it helps a lot. Not only for Dragon Links, it goes for Invokes when they end up board with a freaking Winda and a Mecha Ball. This stops all that. So you need something to stop. You don't have the Droplets. That's another reason why you can actually drop the Droplets and put Tactics too, because you're playing 3 Dark Ruler No Mores. The only reason why I played the Droplets still is because it's a quick effect. So like if I need to stop something from them going off, and it gives me the chance to be able to go off on my turn, then that's the reason why I'm gonna do it. But yeah, 3 Dark Ruler No Mores. It's for hate. It's a lot of hate for the meta deck. You know, Raigeki, Harpies, Dark Ruler No More. This deck is hilarious because all you really need is one card to go off in this deck. Then though, the one-ofs, the Monster Reborn, the Called by the Grave, and the Sign Optimization. These are your last 3 spells, guys. The Monster Reborn, Extender, Called by the Grave for hand traps or whatever, and an Optimization just for that battle phase protection and for that additional immediately normal summon effect. Then the last card, guys, you should already know is Cyanide Conflict. This card is nuts. I'm surprised Konami even made a card like this because it's a Called by the Grave on crack. So imagine Called by the Graving your opponent's hand trap, and then Cyanide Conflict on their other card, and now they just can't use those effects for 2 turns. So you know what I'm saying? Or until the end of the next turn. So really good card, guys. Have to. Now off to the extra deck. Obviously, we're playing who's back right now. My man Firewall. Trust me, I want to play a second one at least because there was times when I say I go first, and then like I bounce something back on my opponent's turn, and then I'll link this away with maybe like a Code Talker, any type of Code Talker. That's a link 3, and then go into the second Firewall, and then wait till my opponent's next turn to bounce something else, you know what I'm saying? Or use the first one to bounce whatever you need out of the graveyard, and in that same turn just link this off for maybe something else, and then or like I said, link this off with another Code Talker, the link 3 Code Talker, and then summon your other Firewall, and then now you're established. You got your hand recovered by the first one, and then the second one you can bounce your opponent's monsters. You get what I'm saying? So it's just this extra deck is tight right now, so that's why I say I haven't put the second one just because of that. But I am gonna figure out how to play a second one. So for now, I'm playing the one Firewall, guys. As for the next GOAT is access code. No explanation with this. This card is shenanigans. Like there's so many. This deck sucks so much because it doesn't suck. It hurts so bad because you want to add so much into the extra deck because you have so many different combo plays. So like adding 2 access code talkers, 2 firewalls, and I would be happy with my link 4s. But yeah, that 1 access code token, that thing wins games. Now, I had another link 4, which was Avermax in here, guys. But I took him out because I wanted to test something. He's a great card. If you haven't played him, no question about it. I think you should play him, hands down. But I wanted to test something different, and that's me adding my homeboy Deco Talker back into the deck. Believe it or not, this is so cool. You know, I think you guys should give this a shot. Let me fix this table for you. I think you guys should give him a shot because of the fact that you can actually start the board with protection. Not start the board. You can, by the time you hit your link 2, this will be your second link summon right here. And you will have link summon, not summon, guys. Yeah, second link summon. This will be protection now for you to actually go off for at least throughout the whole rest of the combo, and then until you get rid of him, and then you get something like maybe Firewall or something. But I'll explain that in a little while. But this is the reason why I put Sim Tiblar is the reason why I put him in here. Is because of that, because you can search him, and then you'll like have over here you have Converter or something, and then you'll be able to like use Sim Tiblar. It's I gotta show you guys the combos. The other link 3s are the other code talkers. I'm just gonna show you them. Is Xcode, Transcode, Shooting Code. These are like, to me, mandatory. There's no question about it. You gotta play your Xcode. This all gives you your search for your codec. So that's why. And they're actually really good cards. And then the last link 3 is the Trigate Wizard. You can't end the board. It's funny, you can actually end the board, not with a U-lock, but you can end with a board with a Firewall and the extra monster zone, a Trigate below, and then like Xcode to the left, and then maybe like an update jammer to the right, and now you have a bounce and negation. And there's times when you end with conflict face down. So you're actually negating 2 cards and you're interrupting. They can't destroy your Trigate with card effects because of the fact that you have Xcode pointing to it. Then believe it or not, those two negations and a bounce, you already got rid of 3 cards out their hand. So half their hand is done already. So they have to play smart about it. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes those 3 right there will give you the game. So it doesn't necessarily have to always be the U-lock, guys. And for the link 2 talkers is the Code Talker and Code Talker Inverter. Code Talker, I would like to put him into. Yeah, I realized yesterday that I could have went into another one. It's just, again, this. If you guys have any pointers of how to fix this extra deck, please let me know. Please, because I want to play too. I just don't know what to take out. Then let me just throw these here for you guys. I'm playing the Splash Mage, Update Jammer, and the Cyberse Wicked as the other Link 2s. I'm so happy these 2 came Ultra. I got them in Euro because they look way better Euro than American. So Splash Mage, amazing that he came Ultra. Same thing for Update Jammer. Update Jammer gives you games like access code. It happens like that. Like, and it's funny because I had Firewall at 3,000 because he was pointing the X code. Oh no, he was 4,000. He was pointing the transcode and X code because he was in the middle with the decode combo. I'll explain in a minute. That gets to attack twice because of Update Jammer. It's that was funny. You can bounce and then attack. You know what I'm saying? But you can only attack no. And then that to go attack the game. It was funny. It was funny. And then the link 1s, guys, is your 2 Bay links and your Talkback Lancer. I was gonna say Transcode Talker. Yeah, Bay links in here because you know the Gazelle package, like how I explained it earlier, and the second one's there just so you can finish the U-lock. I took out Disciples just to work on this extra deck. Kind of miss him because I wanted to play the Disciples and the Devotee play. But when I was testing that this week, what happened was that I did the whole play with the Devotee, but then I already had too many monsters for me to special summon tokens from. Not Devotee. I had Talkback Lancer here. I went to tribute to Devotee, but I already had a full board, so I wasn't gonna get the 2 tokens from Devotees for me to like. That was like another way you can do it, U-lock, but you just gotta make sure you play it right. So I was like, you know what? About 80% of the time, that's what was ending up happening. So I was like, you know, let me just take him out and just fluctuate with the extra deck. So there you guys have it, my updated version of my Cyberse Deck Profile, or just not an update, just another Cyberse Deck Profile. As you can see, I added a little bit more extending, you know, with the final Sigma. The edition, every Cyberse player is playing an edition. I will hope you're playing the edition. The edition is such a good card, and it'll be even better when we, like I said before, when we get Heat Soul. But this deck it's more focusing on trying to interrupt your opponent. You basically by doing the Firewall with the 2 negates, so even a Firewall and a negate, or just U-locking with a bounce and a negate. Very possible, guys, very possible. You just have to have the perfect hand. I will be tweaking it up. I added the Dark Ruler No Mores into it after the tournament because it was just, I had to. Dragon Links are very scary. But if you guys have, like I mentioned towards the video, if you guys got any ideas with the extra deck, that's my main issue, is that I want to be able to add more to it. Like I said, adding a second Code Talker, maybe adding a second Firewall, like I said, because you can actually bounce on your opponent, bounce on your turn. Excuse me. You can bounce on your turn, or recover on your turn. Most of the time, just recover and then link it away and get a second Firewall, so you can be able to bounce on your opponent's turn. You get what I'm saying? So these are little combos that I picked up yesterday that you can do. So other than that, I really hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile, and if you did, hit that thumbs up button. And again, if you're new to the channel, show some love by hitting that subscribe button, that notification button, and just show some love. And if you're a Cyberse player, you gotta subscribe. Guys, thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you at the next video. Later.